There's this new skill you need to be using in Power of Destruction. Let's talk about it. What's good, YouTube? Nugget here. Come with you today with an updated Power of Destruction guide, and not really updated guide, but guys, there's a new skill that needs to be used in Power of Destruction, so we're bringing that to light today. But before we talk about that new skill, make sure you guys leave a like on the video, subscribe, turn on post notifications, all that other good stuff, and make sure you join that Discord server, the No Good Mafia. But let's talk the new skill, or not new, it's been here for a long time, but it's actually going to be the skill Reap. And I kind of want to go into a kind of quick little breakdown about this. Shout out to the boy Uso in the Discord. It's Uso. He definitely put me onto this method, but let's talk Reap, guys. If Gino is attacked before leaping, he dodges the attack after his clone charges and unleashes an attack. Now, I know Reap doesn't do a lot of damage, right? So I'm not saying you need to use this, all the time, but I do think the best days you could use this skill, it's a dark element skill, so 1000% on dark days when the dragon is weak to darkness, and on neutral days. But let's talk a little bit more about why you want to use this skill. This skill is actually a counter-attackable skill. So if you're familiar with a few of the counter-attackable skills, we have the countering break, we have the, of course, Reap, and then we have the Demon King Longsword, which is based off a counter-attacking move. And basically, if you never use the counter-attacking move, if you get hit and you use this skill right beforehand, then that's basically a counterattack or a parry. So when you guys use that counterattack, it will activate and reset the cooldown of a shadow step upon a successful counterattack. Now the cooldown on this is 30 seconds, but why is this big? Right? I know it does stun damage, but you can't stun a dragon's hand, so that's not too much important. This is big because it can allow you to get your shadow step immediately. Now, of course, you're saying, oh, why don't I just dash? Guys, there is certain spots in Power of Destruction, there's certain angles, there's certain mechanics that can stop you from dodging. We've tested this live and in the flesh. We've gotten shafted a bunch of times. Let's say if I'm trying to get a shadow step and the hunter breaks a little bit too fast, it'll slow down my son Jinu when he was just in perfect position to get a shadow step. There's a bunch of dragon moves that he does that you can guarantee a shadow step 1000%, and we're going to talk about that a little bit more as we get into Power of Destruction. But I just want to show you guys the setup. It's a fire weakness day, so we're bringing Yuso, Hyun, Emma Laurent, and Chahae. This is what I'm bringing now for my fire teams. I want to use the boy Blades first because we got 2 attack-based hunters on our side, and then we're bringing Plum and Scythe. And then another skill, I'm not really highlighting this, but Annihilation is a pretty good skill to be bringing to Power Destruction as well. It's from the Cutting Rush variant, and we have this on Heroic as well. It does a good amount of damage, but it's going to increase the damage dealt to a target in the break state by 50%. So, or not 50, 150. So that's why I recommend this. This one's kind of insane. All right, so whenever that dragon head is, down and you're doing a bunch of damage to his head, feel free to bring this skill and use it. That would be the perfect time to use it. I usually hold on until the dragon's basically down because I usually have a bunch of other skills I can use. Let's say maybe Reap, one of the weapon skills, or a lot of the time I'm playing strategically and letting my hunters, finish up that hand. So if there's one hand just remaining, then I'm not really spamming skills, but we'll get into my tactics a little bit later. As far as the blessing stones, we got Double Edge, Pulverize, Reawakening. I don't need weakness detection because I'm not really bringing a fire weapon here, so maybe we can go Mono Rampage, why not? But guys, let's get straight into this. We know good old Power of Destruction, so we're not gonna waste any time here. Let's get straight into this. Boom, 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 skip this, please. But now we're basically gonna play Power of Destruction regularly. And as you guys know, I like to usually start off with a shadow step just because it'll be early on in the game. The beast stacks or the curse stacks or just any type of stacks relatively won't be too crazy. So boom, as the dragon's about to get eviscerated. And this is one of the attacks that you can actually dodge pretty late in the game. So just keep that in mind, guys. As you can see, our shadow step cooldown is about there. And boom, I tried to use Reap, but no, man, that dragon head is, or that dragon hand got eviscerated pretty insanely as we do a bunch of damage. Hopefully we can get the Reap skill on the next rotation. Our hunters are going to be breaking at an insane consistent rate. Again, this is one of the skills that you can easily get a shadow step from, so make sure you guys are utilizing that. If we go ahead and use our shadow step right now just to prove a point and then try to get a reap off, then we can probably try through there. Or it looks like he's going up, so we won't be able to get that. Boom, boom, boom. Let's keep it going, keep it going. We extreme evaded, we stream evaded. Oops, looks like that's a regular shadow step. It's not a reap shadow step, but we will take that. I mean, why not? Why not, why not, why not? And of course, you can, of course, just regularly shadow step. There's no problem with doing that, right? Now, we do want to show this off because this is a reap video, so as far as everything else, we're just playing normal power destruction. So go ahead, give me the shadow step, Draggy. Come on, man. Come on, man. I want to use the shadow step initially and then use reap right after, if that makes sense. Oh, this might be perfect. This might be perfect. There we go, boom. So as you guys saw, we used our shadow step already, right? And with shadow step, you get a nice hefty cooldown. But we used the reap, we strategically timed when we was gonna use it, and we got our shadow stab right back. Yo, that's fire, right? That's fire. I didn't think I was gonna get that, honestly. Honestly speaking, I'm very glad I got that, man. Let's keep on playing it out. We usually just shadow step the golem, try to do as much damage as possible. Hope that Emma breaks right here, and then finish him off with annihilation. It looks like my hunters finish him off. It's so lovely when your hunters can honestly just finish off the boss by itself. So currently we have 2 shadow steps on the dragon's head. Let's see if we can go for a third. I'm down to go for a third. I'm down to clown. Let's use that. Let the hunters catch up to that. I don't know. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay. Okay. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Yo, reap is a nice, fantastic skill. I'm glad I'm getting these shadow steps because shadow steps are so much hard to get. But as you guys see, we're getting it better. So I'm shadow stepping the hand. I'm letting the hunters take care of it from there. And then I'm using reap to reset my shadow step cooldown. So it's double whammy, to be honest. To be quite honest, I like it because it's a nice little double whammy as far as things. Of course, we get a regular shadow step. We shadow step the hand that's not busy. We let the hunters come to that hand, and then we just use reap whenever else. So they'll probably kill right here, honestly. See, they killed there. I was about to use reap again. Why not? But we're what, 3-4 shadow steps in? So honestly, you guys should see, and 2 of those shadow steps came literally from reap, and 1 of them was just regularly timed. So if you guys have any timing issues when it comes to getting shadow steps on the dragon's head, then here you go. This is literally your answer. I don't see a reason why not to use reap, you know what I mean? So there it is. There it is. That's it. That's all. The dragon couldn't even move there. He didn't even give us an attack. He was just standing there all day. I probably won't be able to get one. Let's see if we can get a final shadow step to the head. 14 seconds on the clock. It's not looking all too likely, but we can try. We can try. It depends how much damage we get in this last few seconds. It's not looking likely. It's not looking likely. 3, 2, 1. Well, we still got the 2 shadow steps, right? And as long as you get over 2 to 3 shadow steps anytime, I think my last power destruction video, I got at least 2. So for a guide video where I play during the guide, getting 3 isn't bad. As you can see, I get top 3 in my server and I only got 1 run completed. So I'm creating an issue for some of my players in my server. They're probably gonna feel some type of way, especially with me being able to get way more shadow steps due to this new skill reap. So with that in mind, what do you guys think of the skill reap? I personally like it. I personally, like I said, would run this majorly for dark days, and then I would run this for neutral days. Not that any other day isn't good. Like I said, we just ran this on a fire day and we got top 3 in our server. So that's all nice. That's all dandy. So yeah, definitely leave your thoughts about the reap skill below. Let me know what other skills you guys want me to take a look at, because this is an undiscovered skill, right? Again, shout out to the boy Uso for pointing us in this direction. Make sure you guys leave a like on the video, subscribe, turn on post notifications, all that other good stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.